Okay, this is Elmhurst, Illinois. Hi, my name is Kerwin Alvero. I'm a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Realty here in Schaumburg, Illinois. And in this video, I want to talk about 7 things you need to know before moving to Elmhurst, Illinois. But before I do so, I just want to do a quick shout out to here, this YouTuber, made a special request about Elmhurst and some other towns here. So just want to do a quick shout out. And guys, if any of you guys want a specific town covered or, a specific topic covered, please leave a comment below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. Starting off, I just want to talk about Elmhurst, and this is a city that's located just west of Chicago. Its counties are primarily DuPage, but has some overlaps with Cook County. Broken down into 3 townships, which are Addison, York, and Proviso. The town's motto is close to everything, unlike anything. Elmhurst has a population of about 46,000 people with a median income of about $95,000. And the median home price is about $411,000, and a home appreciation in the last 10 years was about 3.2%. And a quick fun fact, in 2014, Family Circle magazine ranked Elmhurst as one of the top best US towns for families. Most of the residents that live in Elmhurst own their home versus rent, and according to niche.com, about 80% of its residents own, while about 19% rent. And for those that are looking to rent, your median rent price is about $1,500. Next, I want to talk about some of the schools here, specifically the public schools in Elmhurst. Based on the boundaries, most students will attend York Community High School, which is, according to niche.com, is ranked 31 for the best public high school in Illinois, and has an overall A+ niche grade with 16:1 student-teacher ratio. According to the state test scores, 63% of the students are at least proficient in math and 65% in reading. Now, according to the elementary schools here, they fall under School District 205, which is ranked 13 under niche.com out of 413 best school districts in Illinois. There are 8 elementary schools here, so there's Edison, Emerson, Field, Fisher, Hawthorne, Jackson, Jefferson, and Lincoln Elementary Schools. And of course, there is Elmhurst University, or also called Elmhurst College. This city of Elmhurst is a classic college town, with Elmhurst College being only a short walk away from the downtown area. And I've linked all this information in the description below, but this leads me to the next topic that I want to talk about, which is downtown Elmhurst. So downtown Elmhurst offers a diverse number of restaurants, bars, fun activities, parks, and many historic views. In the heart of downtown Elmhurst is the city center. Home to over 275 merchants, the city center is located just off the Metro line. This place is perfect for evening walks with friends, family, or if you just need a personal day. Some fun things to do here is Do It Together workshop, which essentially is a DIY or a DIT workshop for handmade gifts and crafts. Then you have the Elmhurst Escape Room, which is a unique family escape room where you need to solve puzzles and cryptic clues within 60 minutes or so to find the key towards victory. Then you have the Elmhurst History Museum, which cares for 15,000 artifacts, including furnitures, textiles, decorative arts, and pretty much everything for your everyday life. And the last one I'd like to talk about is Peanut Palettes, where you can grab your friend, family, or date and enjoy some wine while you get creative and paint. Now, I've personally never been here, but it sounds like a fun thing to do over the weekend. Now, I barely scratched the surface when it comes to downtown in the city center. You'll definitely need to take a stop by here. I mean, there's so many shopping centers as well, restaurants, just a great walking center overall. So really take the time to view this place, and if you're thinking about moving here. Okay, so now a quick fourth here on my list is just to follow up with the city center are the restaurants here. Some that I want to just quickly highlight here is Corrido, which is basically a build your own burrito, very similar to Chipotle. Then you have B&K Thai and Sushi, which serves authentic Thai and Japanese food. And then you have Courageous Bakery, which is specialized from scratch pastries and freshly baked cupcakes. And just a quick note here, but Courageous Bakery was also featured on Food Network's Cupcake Wars. And one of my favorite places is Egg Harbor Cafe, which is basically my go-to for Sunday brunch. Okay, so now 5th here on the list is the transportation. Now, I briefly mentioned earlier, but Elmhurst Metro line is located just next to the city center. If you're working in Chicago and making that commute, well, the Metro line here serves Union Pacific and West Line, which goes to Ogilvie Transportation Center and will go as far out as to Elmhurst, Illinois. Now, if you're planning on driving in and out of Chicago, it would take you roughly about 45 minutes to an hour. You may be able to squeeze by within 30 minutes, but I always say, depending on where you're going and where you're coming from Chicago, especially the time, it may take longer because of the traffic. Elmhurst is pretty much spaced out and does a good job of maintaining that downtown area to centralize your everyday stores, but you'll most likely need a car to get around, or at least a bike. There are several bus stops on being like on York Street and First, but for the most part you'll need your own car, and if you want to get around, maybe even like a rideshare. Also, I want to quickly note that if you're coming from Elmhurst University, it's a quick walk downtown, and if you need to get to O'Hare, it's about a 15 to 20 minute commute. So not too bad if you're traveling in and out of the O'Hare area, and if you're going to Elmhurst University. Now, the sixth thing on my list that I want to talk about is the real estate stats. So for Elmhurst, the most important thing you want to know, and for anything, is the absorption rate, or also called the month supply of inventory. Looking at May 2021, it would take about a month and a half to completely run out of inventory if there were no new listings were to come to the market, which basically reinforces that yes, it is a seller's market. The median list price sold was $494,000, the median sold price was $489,000, and in May there was 145 sold listings compared to 2020, where there were only 126. And lastly, your median rent price is between $1,500 and $1,650. So just kind of like I said earlier, for the most part, most residents here will own their home. It's about 80% or so. And then you have that your 20% renting here in Elmhurst. Again, having that university nearby, a lot of people will kind of commute from surrounding suburbs, or for those who live nearby will rent. So a lot of that comes from the student side. But again, for the most part, a lot of the people here in Elmhurst, or the residents here, are homeowners. Now, the thing I want to talk about is overall Elmhurst and the cost of living here. Now, in Elmhurst, it's a bit more expensive side compared to like your surrounding towns. Elmhurst's median household income is about $104,000 and offers many local jobs such as sales rep, finance professionals, management, educators, and healthcares. Some of the largest employers are Elmhurst University, Edward Elmhurst Healthcare, and Altofer's Power System. But most of the times people typically work outside of where they live, and so the majority of that may take place in Chicago. And as I mentioned earlier, again, your commute to Chicago isn't too bad, being 30 to 45 to 1 hour transit time. But again, that's just something that you should note if you plan on living here to Elmhurst. Now, a quick bonus before ending today's videos, I want to talk about Elmhurst University. Now, founded in 1871, Elmhurst University is a private four-year college, which was ranked number 16 for America's top college by Forbes, number 7 for best undergraduate teaching by U.S. News and World Report, and number 3 for the most innovative schools regional university Midwest under U.S. News and World Report. It's hard to not talk about Elmhurst without mentioning Elmhurst University, as this school is a big part of what the town is today. Elmhurst University is a quick 30-minute train ride from Chicago, and the campus makes up about 48 acres of arboretum with classic red brick buildings and up-to-date technology. And one thing to highlight here is that more than 94% of Elmhurst alumni are fully employed, full-time, or in graduate school within a year after graduating. Now, in this video, I want to talk about Elmhurst and, kind of like what I said earlier, because it's definitely worth noting as you get a good blend of the college town with a suburban feel with families and young or older individuals, and a good mix of people all around. The best way to describe this town is a city that offers plenty for anyone and everyone around Chicago and the northwest suburbs. Okay, but that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, along with other videos if you'd like me to do. Again, thank you for the YouTube comment here for this week's video. Elmhurst is a beautiful town with a nice downtown area with quick access to the metro, plenty of diverse restaurants and activities to choose from, along with some just recognized education systems. If you're thinking about moving here, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to show you around and we can meet up and just take you out for the town. Again, my name is Kerwin Alvero. I'm a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Realty here in Schaumburg, Illinois. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and check out my other videos here that I covered around the northwest suburbs. Alright guys, I'll see you soon.